She said she couldn't sleep last night because she was so worried about me. She says that even though she never got to know how the floor of a school felt on the soles of her feet, she already had 9 diplomas. The wrinkles that hug her lips, like her hands once did around me. The palm of her hand holding my chin above our reality. Our reality of deadlines, payments, obligations. Her obligations she insisted on as my mother. And my obligations as a woman. The soles of her wide stretched feet that she hated so much used to feel those red wedge pumps that would accent her petite, slim legs. Her fair-skinned calves that once stood as a tower beside me. She said she couldn't sleep last night because she was so worried about me. I was red as a stain on her lips, when her lips smiled freely as mine do now. But as the sun peeked up, so did the gray on her roots. The darkness of that night used to cling desperately onto the strands of her hair. How the layers of callus befriended the years and found home on her palms. As the years in those camps passed her by, she waved silently and bid them farewell. She befriended the breeze of the air beyond the gates that held her prisoner and saw her as the enemy. Her favorite Hmong outfit that she outgrew, as her home in Laos seemed to have outgrown her, throwing her out like a disposable pest, one not belonging. She said she couldn't sleep last night because she was so worried about me. She worried that he wouldn't return to live for her. Her worries that she nurtured in solitude in the camp of Mount Thong reminded her of the woman that once stood as a strong tower beside her. The familiar bitter taste of separation. Her conscience comforted her, just as the banana leaves would shelter her from the harsh raids of the secret war, and from the eyes that judged her being. But the war, and these eyes, were no secret to her. She could no longer see her feet from up here. It was shadowed by the towering skin and life that was within what she once called her stomach. But in the stomach of hopelessness is how she felt. 1975, Thailand. 1979, Seattle, Washington. Santa Ana, California. Fresno, California. How she felt when the soles of her feet felt the concrete of American soil. American dreams, even for non-Americans. How she felt to leave her mother again, the woman that fathered her since 4. The widowed woman that taught her how solitude could be empowering. Could I imagine how she felt to leave that woman again? I could not. A gray patch in my memory, a memory that's hardly mine. As gray as my favorite pair of jeans, the first pair of jeans that she let me buy from the mall. How good I felt to feel the jeans on my skin. She told me how painful it was to give life, but how good it felt to feel the soft bare skin upon her chest. She said she couldn't sleep last night because she was so worried about me. Just like the first time she told me how she knew the love of her mother was real when she let her eat the last grain of rice. Her tears were had. They could fill the world and drown out the American dream. You could fill the Mekong River with her memories of home. It could liberate her memory that remains a prisoner in the refugee camps of Banton. It could raise her 9 children, 9 pairs of eyes that look to her to be their strong tower. Her choice, her chance to have a choice, and her choice as a woman to choose to take a chance. Her pained eyes, tired smile, calloused hands, and strong posture of her character is something I'm now beginning to understand. Her choice to nurture the life within her, even within the stomach of hopelessness, sang me to sleep on those hot summer Fresno nights. She said she couldn't sleep last night because she was so worried about me. The love of my mother as a woman before a mother was something I never understood until now.